today we're reacting to a video on the GOAT, Wemby. 1 in a trillion. Lock in. They just won Game 7 2 days ago, going to the
more
finals.
Than just his height,
versus
his agility,
the Knicks.
or his skill.
I'm so fucking
There is
excited.
something about Victor Wembanyama that everyone sees, and everyone knows. He is different. People who don't watch basketball don't fully understand why this man is such a big deal.
It's
because
so crazy.
Despite his incredible performances, his constantly improving stats, they still do not do justice to how good he really is, and how good he can be. Some people just have that it factor. This isn't something that happens often. This is once in a lifetime.
4 months ago, okay, so just before the playoffs. I'm so glad they made it to the finals.
Gatland got a good enough start. Bob was a bit slow to begin. He's got some work to do. Gatland's in front. Bob stretching out now. He's coming after him. He's immortal now.
Usain Bolt is pretty fast, but besides his unbeatable world records, his name holds significance as well. Bolt, a name
that shit is it a stage name?
Fitting,
Surely.
Too coincidental to be given to the fastest human being the world has ever seen. It almost seems like he was
That is real name. That is so fucked. Fastest man in the world, and his name is Bolt.
This earth to run, destined to be the fastest man alive. And
bro,
we
that's
get
like
that same feeling.
That's like if Wembanyama, his name wasn't that, it was fucking basketball man. Like
With Victor
fucking
Wembanyama.
insane.
He's been a prospect all his life. Always been the tallest guy on the floor, the center of attention.
You see his
Born with
parents? His parents are
capabilities that
fucking
no seven-footer
giants
should
as well.
possess. We say obsession beats
Let me find a photo. Yeah, this is crazy. I think they're both like 6'4", 6'6", something. And his mum, if I'm not mistaken, is a basketball teacher, so
talent.
he's
But that
literally
isn't
born
always
for
true.
it. Crazy.
Sometimes
Born
the
and
talent
raised.
is overwhelming. The potential simply too high to ignore. He is just too tall, too gifted to not be one of the best basketball players we'll ever see. What good is potential if it's never used? We've seen it time and time again in sports. People who had all the talent in the world and never got close to fulfilling it. So despite all the hype around him, all the testimonies from the scouts and experts, there was still that uncertainty factor. Could he really be everything that they said he would? Could he be the type of player everyone expected him to be? The answer is yes.
Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, he's so sick, man.
He was a unanimous Rookie of the Year and arguably the best defender in the league. In his second season, he was a consensus top 5 player in the world. In his third season, all his numbers have gotten even better. It's no longer anticipation. It's happening. In real time.
His third year, he's gonna win the fucking finals with the Spurs, taking down the Knicks. Oh, dude, I'm so glad they beat fucking the Thunder and SGA and shit. Fuck, that was such a good game.
Right in front of our eyes. We are witnessing one of the greatest players this sport has ever seen.
He's so good.
But there's a glaring issue with all this. Because despite his rapid improvements and infinite ceiling, there is something that's holding him back. Something that's completely out of his control.
Fortunately, the injuries are piling up here. Spurs.
Anticipation. It's happening. In real time, right in front of our eyes. We are witnessing one of the greatest players this sport has ever seen. But there's a glaring issue with all this. Because despite his rapid improvements and infinite ceiling, there is something that's holding him back. Something that's completely out of his control.
Fortunately, the injuries are piling up.
Don't bring it up, man. Don't bring it up.
Victor Wembanyama, he suffered a left calf strain during Friday's loss to Golden State.
For shocking news drop this morning, the San Antonio star player is set to miss the...
Bro, I swear, that's the scariest shit with like, especially with like, specifically basketball, like these tall guys, like the human ankle is not made to support that much size fucking jumping that high and landing. Like one wrong move could just fucking ruin it. And dude, that shit's scary. I'm not even gonna.
rest of the season with a blood clot.
Wemby's gonna be the exception. He's gonna be fine.
There's a saying
Anything
in the
else
NBA
is slander.
that's being used now more than ever before. The best ability is availability. And unfortunately, Wemby hasn't been very available. Last year, the Spurs announced that he was going to miss the rest of the season due to deep vein thrombosis, a condition where a blood clot is formed in a vein, potentially leading to life-threatening damage. The first player to be diagnosed with this in the NBA was Chris Bosh, a Hall of Famer whose retirement was caused by this condition. This was a major warning
so scary, bro.
We expected injuries, but not something like this, and not this early. Since he's been a prospect for so long, injury prevention was always a top priority. Every routine, every workout, every ounce of preparation dedicated to keeping him healthy, seemingly to no avail. In the beginning of this season, it looked like he was back better than ever, but the injuries are starting to pile up now. And as much as we continue to be amazed by him, there are some doubts that are starting to creep in. Everyone keeps saying we've never seen anything like Wemby before. He's an alien, a one-of-a-kind talent. But that's not true. We have seen a player like Wemby before, and I'm not talking about Bol Bol or Porzingis. I'm talking way back, and I mean all the way back to 1984. This is Ralph Sampson, a 7'4" center casually shooting fadeaways, nimble and quick, smooth and skilled just like Wemby. He even looks and is built the exact same way. He was also the unanimous #1 pick and one of the most hyped prospects ever. He even averaged almost identical stats in his rookie season, and he played in the 80s, decades ahead of his time. If Wemby is a freak of nature in 2025, imagine what it was like seeing Ralph Sampson. But the reason why most of you haven't heard of him...
Okay, I knew he was going to say injuries. That doesn't count. That was in the 80s. Okay. They didn't know how to... We got science and shit, bro. We'll be fine.
Injuries.
Don't bully. Don't say that. Oh.
Down hard, and he is still down on the other end. DJ fouled on the break, and Ralph Sampson is still in a heap on the other end of the floor.
This fall triggered a series of injuries which would cause a massive decline in performance and ultimately force him out of the league. When we discuss the biggest what-ifs, we always talk about Greg Oden, Derrick Rose, Tracy McGrady, but barely anybody mentions Ralph Sampson, and I think it's time we give some respect to the original unicorn, the alien who had already landed. Everything about Victor Wembanyama is pointing upwards to a place with no ceiling. It is mind-blowing that we're seeing a player of this magnitude, someone that's bending the reality of the sport. But we've seen this play out already, twice. One with Ralph Sampson, where he saw success before getting injured, and with Bol Bol, who never quite reached his potential. But there is one thing that Wemby has that separates him, not just from past unicorns, but all prospects. If you look at his jersey, you notice he wears the #1. Many players choose their number based on different meanings.
Mentality, bro.
Wemby chose that number because it reflects his mentality. His desire to be the best.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Example, and obviously not everyone
got the mindset.
#1 actually has a mentality to back it up. But based on what we've seen so far, it seems Wemby has a very good head on his shoulders. Humble, yet confident. Calm without being nonchalant. No doubt that being in an organization like the Spurs has helped, but you can't teach passion. It's undeniable that he loves the game of basketball.
That's real, bro.
This is one of the most common problems with hyped up talents. They have no discipline and never developed proper habits since they were always better than everyone else. This is where Wemby's true advantage is. You can see it in his eyes. He wants to win. With how unbelievably high his expectations are, we need to look at people who have already reached them. And let me tell you, the list is pretty short. Even when you look at all the sports, it's hard to find athletes who've reached the generational expectations set on them.
Mbappe.
But I can narrow it down to 3 people. Tiger Woods.
Okay, spoiled one. Tiger Woods. Usain Bolt, maybe? Michael Phelps. That man's built like a fish.
Pele and LeBron James.
Oh, okay.
These 3 athletes stand out from the rest. Players who garnered global attention before reaching adulthood. Tiger Woods was on national television at the age of 2. By the time he was 6, he won his first golf tournament. And by the time he went pro,
that's crazy.
He was the biggest name in the sport. At 17, Pele completely dominated the World Cup, scoring 6 goals and a hat-trick in the biggest stage of the world. Okay,
my guesses were more who's like reached the peak. He's talking like people who were fucking goated from the start, super young, and just maintained it.
Leading his nation to the most
That makes
prestigious
sense.
achievement in sports. He was so good that his name was added to the Brazilian dictionary. being
That's
a synonym
crazy.
For exceptional.
Holy shit,
And of
bro.
course, there's LeBron James.
Aura.
He's the one who Wemby is compared to the most.
LeBron!
Both are the most hyped up talents in the
Damn.
modern era. But
Bro.
to be honest,
What the fuck? He makes Bron look small, bro. That's crazy.
modern era. But to be honest, it's not even close. LeBron was more famous than most NBA players at 16 years old. He had high school games get put on national television. He signed $100 million deals before playing a single NBA game.
Jesus.
People who didn't even follow basketball knew him. He was just on a
That's me. This is my first playoffs. I don't know much about, but I know like the shit that everyone talks about. Like obviously Bron's a goat. MJ, all that. I know D-Rose from fucking TikTok edits of people being sad, but I don't really know why. Like, guessing his, did he get injured or something? I don't know. If you have any videos you want to send me on like NBA history or something, send them through and I'll watch them. I think that'd be a very fun thing to learn because after this playoffs, I'm watching everything next season, bro. It's all because Wemby, he's so fucking sick.
completely different level. He was.
But I got to learn the
chosen-
history.
Although Wemby has been extremely hyped up, he isn't like any of these guys. In a way, all of them had proven themselves at a far younger age than Wemby did. The reason why he was so sought after was his potential, not what he had already accomplished. So many players have been compared to the likes of LeBron, and none of them have been close. But Wemby seems to be different. He has not only matched, but arguably
different.
surpassed LeBron's progress throughout his first 2 seasons. The only difference
Shit.
being their ability to stay on the floor. You know how I said Chris Bosh's career got cut short? Well, Brandon Ingram had the same condition, and he went on to be the most improved player and be named an All-Star. So there is still hope.
Yes!
So far, he
Yes!
seems to have
There's still
recovered
hope.
well from
Come
the
on,
condition.
boys.
And so there is a possibility where we see a fully
Let's
healthy
go.
Wemby blossom into the player he's meant to be.
This playoffs, he's blossoming, bro. He's fucking blossoming. Whoa.
The taller you are, the more likely you are to get injured. And Wemby is one of the tallest this league has
Why does
ever
he keep
seen.
mentioning it?
All of the past Giants who have actually been good had careers that were derailed due to injuries. Even just normal prospects can lose their entire life's work in the blink of an eye. It's the
D-Rose.
worst part of sports for a reason, since
Damn.
it's almost entirely dependent on the hand you draw. As great as players like LeBron, Jordan, and Kareem are, I can't help but think that they got lucky. It's the dichotomy of sports, where we say hard work equals success, that if you push yourself hard enough, you can be the best. But we seemingly choose to ignore the luck factor, the randomness of fate that no training can prevent.
Oh,
At
quite
the highest
fucking
level of
sick
sports,
3.
even the slightest millisecond can rewrite history. Luck doesn't care how many hours you spent in the gym, how much talent you have, or how much the world believes in you. It's why everyone's rooting for Wemby. We know he's capable of it. And the
Yeah.
only thing
Success is when hard work meets luck.
holding him back
That's facts.
is the very thing that made him special in the first place.
Good video. That shit is scary. I'm so fucking scared right now. Please don't let Wemby get injured. Please. Yeah, good video.